This is a story of a young lady who was deceived into a marriage through a prophecy. Please listen to her story and advise her on what to do. I was married to a medical doctor. We got married October 10, 2010, and I was 24 years old then. He started asking me out for a date February 2009, but I said no. I said no because I was told that he was married before and his wife had a son for him. After about a month, I became very sick. I came back to Asaba to meet my girlfriend. This man was living in the same compound with my girlfriend. My girlfriend said, "How can I be sick when they have a doctor in the compound?" And after the treatment, I asked him for the bill. He said no, I should not worry about the payment. I left. After 2 days, he called me and said he wanted to see me. I said okay. Then I went to his house. We were in his sitting room and he told me that he is not just coming for a relationship, that he wants to marry me. I told him no, that you are a married man. He said no, that he is no longer married to his wife. He said that his wife betrayed him, that his wife was cheating on him. He took her to the court and divorced her, but I insisted not to marry him. I advised him to forgive his wife and accept her back. As we were talking, a call came into my phone and it was my mother calling. She asked me, "Where are you?" I told her that I am in my girlfriend's house. She said that I was lying. She said that our pastor just left our house right now, that the pastor said that I am in a man's house, that the man is tall and dark in complexion, that the man is a medical doctor, that God revealed to her that that man is my husband. The pastor also said that God revealed to her that if I don't marry that man, that I will remain single for the rest of my life. I quickly told my girlfriend what my mom said. She said no, that there must be an error somewhere, that first thing tomorrow morning that we will be going to the village. Very early in the morning the next day, we drove down to the village and I asked my mother what she said. She repeated what the pastor told her about me. I told my mom that the man in question is married and he has a son. My girlfriend said no, that we must go to that pastor's house. We drove down to her place and I called her. I greeted her and I bought some things for her. She has been our family pastor. I told her, "Mommy, look at what my mother said." She said yes, that God revealed that to her, that that man is my husband. I told her that that man is married. She said married or not married, that God revealed to her that that man is my husband. I was scared. I went back home and my daddy was not around. He has gone back to his working place. My mother said that I have to obey the pastor, that the pastor has been our family pastor for years. As time went by, I brought the man to my mother. My mother liked him. She said that he's a matured man and that he can take care of me. I said okay. I accepted the man's proposal. After about 2 to 3 months, my daddy came back from work and I have to introduce the man to my daddy. My daddy was not happy with the whole idea. He said that he did not like the man and that there is something about him. My mother objected by saying that the man is a medical doctor and that he can take care of me, that I will be comfortable in that marriage. My dad insisted that his spirit did not accept the man. After some times, we got married. After the marriage, I discovered that my husband, after he divorced his first wife, he had an affair with another woman who gave him a son. I called my mother that I want to leave this marriage now that it is early, but she said no. She said that my own is my own, that I must have my own child. I said no problem. I was pregnant in November 2010 and I gave birth to a bouncing baby boy in 2011, but the child died after childbirth. When I got back from the hospital, the first call that I received was from my husband's ex-wife. She told me that I have not seen anything, that she was the person that killed my child. She said that she will kill more and more. I told my mother what the woman said, but my mother said that she will not do anything, that I must remain in my marriage. I said okay, no problem. After that, I had 6 miscarriages. By now, my husband started going out, marrying different women. At times, the women will call me on phone, calling me husband snatcher. I will still run to my mother and said, "Look at what I'm passing through, that I want to leave this marriage." She insisted that I must be in my marriage, that I cannot leave my marriage for anybody. I said okay. 2014, I heard about a program in Warri, Delta State, Christ Mercy Land. I watched the man's program on a television when he was doing a program called I Must Carry My Samuel. I told my husband that I want to be in that program. He said okay. I went to the program. After the program, I took in. I was pregnant again in in 2015, I gave birth to a baby girl. After that, things became worse. My husband became worse and worse. I did not know that my husband will go back to his first wife. He will sleep with her and give her some money. The woman sent my husband's younger brother to my house. The guy came to my house and took my picture, and they went to a native doctor in this same Delta state to kill me. But God saved my life because they later confessed. My husband continued misbehaving. I will enter our room, I will see female pants and bra. When I confront him, he will deny that he doesn't know the owner. I will say, okay, something terrible happened. There was one of my younger sister who was very close to my husband, even before I got married to my husband. I thought it was ordinary closeness, but I didn't know that my husband was telling her that he regretted getting married to me, that he wants to marry her. My sister told him no, that she cannot betray me. My sister did not tell me because he said that he didn't want to destroy my marriage. I also discovered that my husband was sleeping with young girls and married women. I caught him one day making video call with a married woman. This is a woman that always calls me for help, and I always help her. This woman has 3 kids, and I didn't know that my husband was sleeping with her. When I found out, my husband pleaded with me not to tell anybody, that I should forgive him. I said, okay, no problem. One day, my sister, our last born, came to our house. Each time she comes to our house, she likes to watch movies at night, that she hardly sleep at night. When she left the following day, for 3 to 4 months, I did not see my sister. I was worried because she was coming to my house almost twice a week. So after the 5th month, I was worried. I asked her why did she stop coming to my house. She started crying. I asked her to tell me the problem. She called me sister that something happened to her the last time she came to my house and slept in the parlor. She said that my husband forced himself on her. I looked at her and laughed, and I said that my husband cannot rape you, that you are my blood sister. She said that she was watching a movie, then along the line she slept off. When she woke up around 3, she saw herself naked. Somebody removed all her clothes and she was heavily messed up. And when she looked, she saw my husband watching news in the same parlor. Now, who removed her clothes and did such thing to her? I asked her, how come my husband touched you but you did not know? She said, sister, your husband drugged me. When she said that, I have to believe her, because when I discovered that my husband was no more faithful to me, I denied my husband lovemaking. Then, if I say no to my husband, he will end up drugging me. Being a doctor, he knows his whereabouts when it comes to drugs. Once I am sleeping, he will inject me, I will sleep deeper. Then he will have his way. So when my sister told me this, I said, please, I don't want anybody to hear about this. Ever since then, my sister stopped coming to my house. I told myself that I can't continue with this marriage, because for your husband to force himself on your sister is terrible. I did not tell him anything about that. My first sister that my husband was asking out got married with 3 kids. Last year, her son died. In the process, they rushed the child to our house because my husband was a doctor. But before they could get to the house, the child died. So my husband told her to stay back for some time to put herself together before going back home. We didn't know that my husband had evil intention. A week after, my husband started giving my sister money because he wants her to leave her husband. He wants to get my sister an apartment and open a business for her. He said that he wants my sister. My sister called me and told me, but I said no, that my husband can never do that. She will always show me the money given to her by my husband. Big money like 50,000 and more. This is a man that will always give me 1,000 naira to cook food in the house. I will always keep quiet. One day he told this my sister that he wants to take her out. He wants to take my sister to a hotel to sleep with her. I told my sister not to do it, but she said no, that she wants to show me the kind of man that I got married to. As they were going to the hotel, my husband diverted to our new house. A house I built together with him. We suffered together to build that house. We have not moved into the house because I told him that we must fence the compound before moving into the house. He took my sister to the house. My sister called me and I told her that I'm coming. When I got to the room, I saw my husband without any clothes on his body. My sister was still putting on her clothes, but my husband has removed all his clothes, telling my sister to undress. My sister was insisting that my husband must use protection. He said no, that for more than 8 to 10 years now, that he has been begging her, now that she has accepted that there is no need of any protection. As I am talking to you right now, my husband is looking for a way to kill me because I have found out the truth. He has left the house and run to the new house, staying there. I went to the new house last 3 weeks and I saw another lady in that house. I did not fight her, I just turned back and left. He said that he doesn't want the marriage again, which I myself, I don't want the marriage again. I have a shop where I was doing my business before, but it got burnt. Right now, I am doing nothing. I managed to survive. He doesn't take care of me and my child anymore. He only pays her school fees. I said that I cannot keep this secret anymore. I need advice from friends because I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like taking my life, but if I do, who will take care of my daughter? Please, I need advice. I need help. I thought that we were only 3 women in his life until I discovered that another 2 women had kids for him. Now he has has 5 wives or 5 women in his life. After me, the 4th one has 2 daughters. The 5th one, I don't know her, but I found out that she has a daughter also. The one with 2 daughters is close to my village, a girl of 28 to 29 years. The house he built, I supported him to build the house. All the money I borrowed him, I asked him to give me the money. He said that he doesn't have money, that I can do whatever I want to do. A house we suffered and built together, a lady is staying there right now with him. But my life is more important to me and that of my daughter right now. I need to move out of this place to start up something to take care of myself and my daughter. But he refused to give me the money he borrowed from me. Please, I need advice. I need advice on